Waterworks. All right, so what do we do today? We actually did a lot today. Some things worked out, some things didn't. First thing we did was fix a hose fitting. Now, it wasn't like the other video where I just cut the fitting off and replaced it. This one needed a little bit of troubleshooting. So it was a brand new shorter hose that fed the hose reel box. Like I said, it was brand new, fittings were new, it had the O-rings, but it leaked and sprayed water from where it connected to the reel box. I tried different things. I tried switching out the O-ring slash washer. I tried doubling up. That wouldn't work because it was too thick. I ended up removing the O-ring slash washer and just putting some Teflon tape on the threads and cranking it down. I think that's what it needed. It had one of those swivel nuts, so the nut turned, but the hose didn't turn because trying to screw a hose in, especially with a long hose, is not fun. So that worked. So it's either Teflon without the O-ring slash washer, or the washer O-ring without Teflon, or you could do both. But I think it's redundant. But to each their own. And then after that, I tried to clear the clogged kitchen sink. Now, this is a kitchen sink on an island, so it had one of those fancy vent drains that made loops and doodads and went this way and that way. I went under and looked in the crawl space, and the vent connected to the sink line, looped around, connected, and went up the wall. So it was kind of confusing. That's the first time for me seeing that. But my pressure washer hose came in. I had the jetter nozzle, but I ended up buying a whole kit because it was just cheaper with all the attachments I needed. So I finally got that. Came in around 4:30 today. I was psyched. I was excited. I set it up, and then it wouldn't fit. The jetter plus the hose couldn't make the turn to the clean out in the sink. I think it's a 1.5 inch ABS line. It couldn't make the turn. There was no point of access where I can just go straight into the pipe. So I couldn't go that route. I tried doing it from the clean out, but it was just too far from the house. There's too many branches. I think I ended up in the bathroom somewhere. So that didn't work, but it was fun doing because I love watching those jetter videos. So it came with 3 nozzles. I had one because I bought it separately, thinking I can just use any hose, but that's not true. Make sure you get the correct hose because it's a real high psi. So don't use like an air compressor hose. Those are only rated for like 2 to 300. These pressure washers are pumping out a lot, and the hoses are from 3,000 to 5,000. So be safe. But I can use it on other things. On in my parents' house, they have a straight line straight from the kitchen. It was made. When was that? It was made in 2000. It was a remodel, so they had to reroute the plumbing. So that's a straight line from the kitchen, so it probably fills up with grease because it does slow down a lot. I have to plunge it, throw hot water down, and all that good stuff. So that's a good candidate for that. Unfortunately, it didn't work here. I will try checking the vent tomorrow because I've seen videos and read online where the vent stacks can get clogged. Animals or something falls in, and it just, you know, hinders the air going in. They always use the example of, it's like when you put your thumb on the top of a straw with liquid in it, it won't come out because of the vacuum. So that makes sense. So I'll look for a tall enough ladder and go up on the roof and see if the vent's clogged, and maybe try jetting through the vent because that's a straight shot in. But I don't know if that 90 on the 1.5 ABS will allow me to get to the point of clogness, if that's a word. I made that up. Clogness. That's a word. But yeah, everything worked out for the most part. Plan B for the sink. Jettering was fun. Is that a word, jettering? And I want to try it again. It's smelly. It makes your back hurt, but I enjoy it. So that was my update for today. Trying out this Behringer XM 8500. It's a little bit farther. I liked how it sounded when it was close to my mouth, but it just covered that part. So I'm trying it maybe about 5 inches away. See how it sounds. Hopefully I don't need a preamp or anything like that. This goes straight into my Tascam DR05X. All right. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.